My name is Ashley Arca. I'm a third-year BFA student here at the University of Windsor.
My name is Mark Asporovic, and I'm currently a third-year visual arts student at the University of Windsor.
My name is Susan Kathleen Sullivan, and I am a fourth-year BFA. I'm also a fourth-year classics major as well. I'm doing 2 degrees.
My name is Nuha Alalam, and I'm a third-year art student.
There was a lot of confusion in this year, especially with this talk of going to a new building for music and visual arts and communications. So with all this shuffling about, not many works have been shown, especially by students here in LeBel. And I really wanted to showcase that, especially when we have so many talented artists, but you don't really get to see their work very often.
My piece in the exhibition is evolution. Instead of filling objects that I found associated with me, although parts in my piece are associated with me, I wanted to talk about us as we are, or a product of what I am, in an evolution standpoint. Politically, economically, socially, and religiously, I've tied various amount of objects to talk about who we are and the product of what we are.
I find with the art pieces that I do, I tend to be very process-oriented, which means that I'll do things in repetition. It's all about the actual process of making it rather than the finished piece. And the 2 pieces that I have in the gallery right now, you can see that it's the repetitious fingers on the one sculpture and the geode, which is just full of crystals. It was all about hours and hours of just tedious sanding and cutting. The one piece that is called Gorgonzola on Steak, it's actually cast aluminum, and it was done through a lost wax casting process. So I actually had to create the entire sculpture out of wax first, and then pack it with plaster. And then we have a special process in the kiln where the wax is melted out of the plaster, and the plaster sort of holds the exact shape of the original sculpture, and then we inject it with aluminum, so the metal gets put back into the sculpture. So the wood one, called geode, is actually made from 11 pieces of 8-foot long pine board, and then a piece of maple that was taken from the cross-section of a tree, so with the tree rings and everything in it, and a few pieces of scrap cedar from my parents' backyard. And it was just sort of fused together with glues and sanded like crazy, and it was my very first time working with wood, so it was quite an adventure in trying to figure out when it's gonna crack and how to control the cracking.
My piece is called Figure Study, and the painting was really about the differences between opportunity and what you want to do in your life versus what's expected of you to do. And that's why I have the figure of a woman kind of looking out the window. It's because she's kind of, the window is supposed to symbolize opportunity and the rest of the world, and she's kind of stuck in this dark room. She's leaning against the window, kind of like almost coming out of the window because she really wants it, and you're not sure whether she's chosen that life or chosen to stay with what she was expected to do.
We all hope for a better future for visual arts, and I mean, right now it's a little difficult to say that there's going to be a bright future, especially with all the changes in the economy. And I mean, from a visual arts perspective, it's a really rocky area, but I mean, to show, that was the whole reason to showcase this whole exhibit anyways. I mean, I wanted to showcase that art is thriving and that these are the new generation of artists to come.